Right then, leading on from the other group of videos I just made. Oh, I made them on some nuclear grade painkillers as well, which surprised me that I got through it. But anyway, I'm waffling. I've just pulled the starter out of that thing and found out that the brushes are knackered on it, which is what's causing my issues. I've just made another god-awful cup of coffee. And the dilemma now is, do I chuck this working starter motor on my other bike that I've just stolen from this one, or do I do what sounds more sensible to me, go and get some parts for that one and make sure that one's as new, because that's the one I go up in the jungle in. So I think I'll just order the parts and make the other one as new, and we'll throw this one back in. But if I manage to film this without cocking it up, a part of this video will also be how to reinstall a camchain tensioner and set the tension on it. Alright, you'll need a little special tool for that. If you're buying a new tensioner, the tool comes with the tensioner, which you should keep to one side and not lose. Now, I just lost mine, so I've had to make a tool in order to do the job. So more on that in a minute. Let's get on with this. So here I am out of shot. Here's the starter motor. Let's take that's the actual positive brushes, as I now know, because I've stripped the starter down in another video. So that's the positive side of the brushes, and that lump there is the screw that holds the negative side. Right. So we need to bung that in the hole over the top there. It's on an O-ring. Well, you also get it on the splines, but you'll know if you're not on the splines. You'll know about that. Right. It actually comes with two different length bolts, if you look carefully. Where are we? Only a couple of millimeters longer on this one. You put the short one in this side, jiggle the starter around. You put the long one on this side. Right. Like I said before, these things suffer from bad connections. Check your connections nice and shiny like that. This is your ground wire. Pop that in there like that and screw that boy up. Story of my life, eh? Screw that boy up. Hey, you there! You're having too much fun. We're gonna fuck you up. Oh no, I swore. Can't swear, can I? No. Right. Just talk amongst yourselves while I shimmy around trying to get them in. Actually, I've just noticed something interesting there. I'm not going to take the starter motor back out and refilm this, but I have noticed something I've just cocked up. I did say I'd cock the video up, didn't I? Hey? I said I'd cock it up. Come on, come back out. Come back out. I know what I've just done. So, yeah, that's the other starter motor. It's got a 10mm head on it. I've just put one of the bloody camchain tensioner bolts in there, didn't I? Like a complete plum. Sorry about that. What can I say? I am on nuclear strength painkillers at the moment because I've cracked a couple of ribs. Get back in there. See, if YouTube actually promoted my channel so that people, you know, more and more people watched it, and I could actually monetize it, I could afford to buy nice stuff, and I could afford to buy an editing suite, and I could actually spend time doing all those things. But as I'm on some kind of hate list, I seem to be on a hate list everywhere actually. Don't know why. Probably just because everybody hates me, nobody loves me. But carefully, without dropping that down into the bowels of the starter motor, because otherwise you'll have to take it back out again. We need to Get that bad boy on as well. Spin that one up. Please follow the torque recommendations for doing this. In my particular case, it's going to be half an ugga-dugga. This is all too long to go down in there now, isn't it? But oh, I just whacked the camera up. I'm sorry about that. Right, we can get a bit of a tweak on that one. A bit of a tweak. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to keep it in the camera with my elbow for a bit. Right, put your weather cover back on and make sure that the wires are all run nicely, like they look like they are. Right, okay, so that's the starter part of this done. Camchain tensioner. Right, where is, oh goodness me, where is the special tool that I made? Right, because my tool bag has been bouncing around in the mountains for a bit, I'm going to search for the tool I made. Hold on. 10 seconds later. Right, now this is quite ugly. It's basically a bit of 1.5mm steel, random steel, with like a slot like that, and then you've got these two, put it like, because you can't see the silver against the bike. It could be straighter than that, but it doesn't really matter. But this is what you need. And what you got to do is, I'm just doing this on the floor. Get your camchain tensioner. There's a screwdriver slot down inside. Locate the screwdriver slot. Just push with one finger on here. You don't have to push hard. And as you rotate this clockwise, you draw the camchain tensioner back in. Difficult for me to see what I'm doing. Right, you draw the camchain tensioner back in to a certain point where you can lock it off on one of these little slots here, see? So now, as you can see, the tensioner is fully retracted. So then you carefully lift it down into the hole, holding the metal gasket with your fingers, and of course you use a new gasket, don't you? Which I haven't, because I'm a bad boy. Finger tight one bolt. Right, second bolt. I have to take my word for this because obviously my hands are now in the way. Second bolt going in. Right, torque these up to the specification, which is 1 ugga-dugga. Good dugga. Oops, necked out there. Good dugga. Right. Okay, so that's your tensioner in. Now, can you see? Let me see what you can see. Can you see? Right, I grab that little tool now and pull it out. Oops, I pulled the O-ring out as well. You don't want to do that. If you buy a new tensioner, it doesn't come with an O-ring. I can't take my finger off at the moment because if I drop that, if I drop that O-ring, it's gone. And then there'll be gnashing of teeth. Right, it does not come with a new O-ring. Make sure you got an O-ring from your old one, or buy, sorry, it's my ribs. Or buy a new O-ring. I gotta crawl around here now. Right. Right, the O-ring's back in the slot. Now, basically that has set itself to the slack in the chain, and it will self-adjust itself when you turn the engine over. You could go in there and turn it, but I don't suggest that because you can over tighten it. So put your inspection bung back in and give it a tweak. Don't overdo it. All it does is it stops oil leaking out from the back of there. So that's enough. And that's it. You start your bike up and you get out there and you give it some in the wild. Well, you may notice I haven't put the clutch bracket back on yet. It's just a simple matter of reinstalling everything that you took apart. So yeah, that covers all of it. Cam chain tensioner and a starter replacement. Later.